Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about appendicitis. I know that so many people are suffering with appendicitis. What is appendicitis? It is an inflammation of appendix. Appendix is an unused organ in our body, and appendix swollen and congested. Because of that the pain increases. How the pain will be for the patient, how the patient expresses the pain, and it is a surgical procedure. Doctor, how you can really treat it with homeopathy? Don't worry, homeopathy can cure and make miracles, and you does not have any kind of idea about homeopathic magic. Myself, Dr. Megha from Homeopathic Clinic. I'm a practitioner of homeopathy from 5 years. So appendicitis is an inflammation of the appendicitis. Okay. What are the symptoms? Main is that it is very painful. The pain comes and it is very sudden and it lasts very long, and the patient thinks that they are really having so much of pain and they cannot bear the pain, and they always come in an emergency, and it's a simple procedure, surgical procedure, and they just remove it and the patient will be okay. But what are the complications of appendicitis operation? After doing the operation, the patient loses the immune system. They are often very much into the what kind of infections, and they are not having the good immune system, and they also experience this kind of thing that they are very lean. Whatever they eat, they are not gaining the weight, they lose the weight, and they will be very much kind of lean, thin and everything. Okay, now we will be talking about homeopathic medicines for appendicitis. Appendicitis. One dose given in the acute form of the disease may about the need of the surgery. Means if you give the appendicitis when the pain comes, of course when it is only in the acute form, and you know that it is only because of the inflammation of appendicitis, there is no need of surgery. Nowadays what it has been happened is that everyone who thinks that they are getting the appendicitis pain, they just take into the surgery. Before that, you can just go with the homeopathic treatment with one dose of appendicitis. The treatment will be done. Okay, belladonna. Belladonna is always said that if you're thinking of belladonna, if you had watched my previous videos, whenever I had talked about belladonna is given when there is sudden pain. Rapid pain suddenly comes and suddenly goes, and the pain is intolerable. And another correlation with the belladonna and the appendicitis is inflammation, because belladonna is also given in the inflammatory diseases. Appendicitis is also an inflammation, so you can think of belladonna. In the early stages of acute appendicitis, when the patient doses about restlessly, he has had headache and fever without sweating. It can be repeated frequently also, but the sweating also makes the patient go so weak, and because of that the patient will be very much restless and they will be always tossing around, and the patient says that no, I cannot tolerate this patient, please do something for me. During that time the doctor suggests the surgery. Of course everyone is going to agree for that. Next one is Bryonia alba. In acute appendicitis, when the pains are worst from the moment and better by lying on the painful side. Means Bryonia alba is always given when there is a right side affections. It is also given in the acute appendicitis when the pains are worst. Bryonia alba, belladonna, all are pain remedies. Okay, they also reduce the pain immediately and also give the amelioration for the patient. So you can think of, and the patient always feels better when they are lying on the right side. Next one is echinacea. Echinacea is always given in the inflammatory diseases like infections, inflammation, abscess, burrs, and everything. So echinacea is also given. You can also give echinacea mother tincture, that is in the form of 15 drops in hot water. But echinacea if you are giving, you should only think that you are giving only it for the pain reduction. Okay, when the pain reduction happen, you can really kind of give it. Means if you are giving it baptasia does not control the pain suddenly, but it also decreases the inflammation. With that, you can think of echinacea Q, or you can also give belladonna or bryonia herbal, any one combination for the sudden decrease of the pain, not for the complete treatment. Next one is pyrogenum. As I had already said in the echinacea, pyrogenum is also used in septic conditions or any kind of infections, inflammation, pus formation, any kind of thing. Okay, that too in the septic condition of the appendicitis, you can think of pyrogenum. Iris, it is a very near specific for appendicitis and can be used when no special indication for other remedies are present. But better don't give iris. Of course, iris is also given, but when it is only indicated, it is only in the indicated form you can think of, not in a non-indicated form. Okay. Next one is lachasis. Pain of appendicitis or any pain which is aggravated from the lightest stage. Even with a feather, the pain increases. The pain is worst when the patient really kind of have a little touch towards the appendicitis. Okay, that time you can think of lachasis. Next one is lycopodium. Can be given on the outset of the disease provided indications for its use are present. Lycopodium is given in the male patient who are going through appendicitis and who is also an young patient or the old age patient. Okay, you can think of lycopodium who is having a very weak kind of personality. That time you can think of lycopodium. Next one is natrum sulph. Acute attack with acute pains in the appendicitis region, and jaundice usually accompanies inflammation and abscess of the appendicitis, and fever. Cases where appendicitis was removed surgically, but the pain and the fever is persistent. Some people does not get fever, some people get fever. So you can not distinguish that, okay, I had an appendicitis, I did not get fever. My fever was 1 or 2, like that. Of course, it will be present for some, it will not be present for some. So you cannot distinguish on that, okay. Acute attack with acute pains in the appendicitis and jaundice usually accompanies. Then you can think of natrum sulph. Inflammation is also one of the natrum sulph kind of, means natrums are for the infection. Sulfur is also for the abscess formation of abscess reduction and everything. And you can also give it for the fever. Sorinum. Sorinum is an intercurrent remedy. Of course, it's a miasmatic remedy you can think of, but better don't go into sorinum. Just go with the constitutional remedy. If your constitutional remedy is being stuck, then you can go with the sorinum when the inflammation is not coming down, but the pain and all other symptoms like vomiting, fever, diarrhea, everything is being cured, but only the inflammation is not kind of coming down. When you have some kind of standstill position in your treatment, then you can think of sorinum. Give it after the acute attack and is over to prevent return of the disease. Next one is Rustox. It is a homeopathic knife in case of appendicitis. Restox, I had already talked about Restox in my previous videos that it is a painkiller just like belladonna and Bryonia alba, and it also decreases the infection and inflammation also. Okay, and it is also given in appendicitis, but better go with belladonna, Bryonia alba or Pepticia with echinacea Q, or you can also go with Restox. And if you're looking for one of the miasmatic intercurrent remedy, then go with the Sorina. Cases of appendicitis during pregnancy should be immediately referred to the hospital for the surgery, because during pregnancy you cannot take any kind of chances. Any waste of time can cause abortion or even the death. Abdominal pain that has continued without intermission of several hours, especially if associated with vomiting and restlessness, can be due to acute appendicitis. So these are the symptoms of the appendicitis, and these are the homeopathic medicines. For the treatment of appendicitis. So myself Dr. Megha from Homeopathic Clinic. If you have any kind of doubts or any kind of things which you want to know about homeopathy, please do comment on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and don't forget to press on the bell icon so that whenever I put a new video you will be notified.